It is said that a good coach not only teaches the X's and O's of sport, but he uses sports to teach the game of life to the young men and women he or she has the privilege to coach. That was the case with Coach Coach MacDonald, who taught at Woodbridge and Milford High School, where he was also the varsity cross-country coach. Milford didn't have a cross-country program for almost 30 years until Coach MacDonald rebooted the program from scratch in 1984. Kenton was his first runner, and he remembers Coach as an educator that always let his boys know how much they meant to him.
He turned a group of young kids into men. He never stopped teaching us. He'll always be remembered for that. He was a true educator in everything that he did, and we'll miss him tremendously. I went back and looked at the last text message that he had sent me and said that he was extremely proud of me and all my teammates.
Rest in peace, Coach. Now on to the mat. Snow Hill versus North Caroline. We're going to start with the 106-pounders. Justin Henry of Snow Hill. He gets 2 on the takedown. Then Sean bunts. He nails the sweet toss like a boss, and he gets the pin to get things going for the Bulldogs. Now we're going to go to the 132-pound class. Riley McIntyre versus Cortez Schoolfield. McIntyre, he sinks the half, and that is all she wrote. Great positioning right there to get the pinfall. 152-pounders, North Carolinians. Shane Warren off the sprawl and spin. He gets control and a half Nelson. He goes chest to chest, and he snags another pin for the Bulldogs. Going to go to the 220-pound weight class now. Chris Clark spinning around, finally gets Trevor Hudson to turn. And we have another pin. As North Carolina, they beat Snow Hill 72-12. And it was a tri-meet, so Mardela, Snow Hill, and North Carolina, they all had a crack at each other, with North Carolina being the host 75-6, with Mardela rebounding against Snow Hill. It was a Bayside bash between the Rams and the Eagles from Snow Hill. Both teams were coming off a 3-game losing streak, but by the way they played, you couldn't tell, as both teams, they put on a dazzling performance in front of the Ram faithful. Roll the tape. Snow Hill up by 7 in the dying seconds of the third. Lewis drives in, and he gets the floaty over Javon Purnell to extend the lead. And the lead would only get bigger thanks to this deuce by Williams. Then the Rams, they got to work. Marcus Yarns, he attacks the paint, and he lays in a double. Looks like a jam almost, right? And down by 3, Therese Worthy, he cashes out the steal to bring the Rams within 1. Then Yarns, he would execute a pick 2 on the court with the steal and the 2 to go to give the Rams the lead. And Yarns, he was electric as he goes over, under, and in to extend the lead in Snow Hill. They could not recover as the Rams overcome a 15-point deficit to rally to win it 81-75, and eye on that slant, wow. While Coach Byer gave credit to the kids, the boys, they gave it right back.
Snow is very tough. 32 is tough. They play good defense. They don't quit. We knew it was going to be hard fought. And I attribute to our kids. We never quit. We were down 12, 13 pretty much the entire game till we got it back to, I think, 6 in the fourth quarter, and then hung around and did it in the end. So I'm very proud of these guys. It's all about them.
Yeah, and it was good coaching. Coach Byers coming back with the Florida in the game time situation. That was an amazing call by the coach, and we just executed.
On to the Lake Show versus the Pistons. JaVale McGee to beat the Sandtimer, and bang off the banker, it is good. Then Braun and Brow, they connect. King James to AD, and boom shakalaka with the alley-oop. The show, it kept on rolling with Contavious Caldwell-Pope with a toss, and LeBron with the slam like a boss. Lakers up by 7 in the 4th. Kyle Kuzma right here, Kuz with the steal, and Alex Caruso, he goes airborne with a double-handed slamma-jamma. The deficit is cut to 5 by the D. Mikhailuk, he sinks a triple from downtown, and the Pistons are now within 2. And LeBron, he didn't like that. So he goes baseline, and he lets the Pistons know they're in the King's lair. 1-point difference with under 2 to play. LeBron with a kick. And AD sinks the tray for the corner of downtown. The Lake Show rolls on 106-99. The Lakers have won 5 of their last 6 games. You know who handed them their last loss? The Clippers. Seems like LA is the place to be in the NBA. And that's a look at sports. Have a fantastic rest of your morning, Delmarva.